Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Akane-banashi chapters 159 through 166. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Bubba somewhere around here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And now, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Gachi Akuda, A Couple of Cuckoo Season 2, Takapi's Original Sin, My Dress Up Darling Season 2, and Dandadan Season 2, and there's even more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So now we're getting into the ZUIUN competition, and yeah, Akane's got a challenge, a big challenge ahead. So let's get into 159 first, see what's in store for us today. And we got a beautiful color page here. Calmly preparing for the competition, and this chapter is titled "You've Grown." Let's see. The ZUIUN Award is about to start, although apparently Akane is late in arriving. I want you to hear the act I've been working on, so make sure you come, Sunshine. I came specifically at a request, and she's not even here yet. Everyone around me is a participant. The tension in the air is thick. It's so awkward. Huh? Hey, aren't you Master Tyson? Zemayani-san? Hey, I haven't seen you since the time you came to introduce yourself to Master Zensho. What's up? You assisting someone today? Well, you could say that. Nice, real uncomfortable, huh? Everyone's on edge. Yeah, it's crazy. No kidding. I didn't expect it was going to be such a hardcore competition. Well, you know how it is. Master Shomi is the judge, but this is the first year for the ZUIUN prize. You gonna go? Seemed like most people in the biz were waiting to see if it made a splash or not. Well, here we are. And there are tons of... here we are, and there are tons of media presence. And the final selection round will actually be broadcast on TV. This is obviously a huge opportunity to stand out. The problem is, all the notoriety and star power of this event are concentrated in just two people, Hikaru Arakawa and Koreshi Samede. There we go. Did you join a talent agency? Speaking of, here's the reunion. Here we go. Did you join a talent agency? What? Isn't that your manager? Oh, no, she's just a servant. Word choice. May I introduce myself? My name is Akane-banashi. This man is my childhood friend, for better or for worse. Oh, God, that was mean. As a sidekick, I help manage his business affairs. Damn, she's cute. This is the girl who did all those two-person events with Karashi, Hikaru Arakawa. She's a total celeb. Yikes. Apparently, they're not, seriously, for the love of God, Viz, I understand why you gotta shorten these terms, but God, it's very annoying. Apparently they're not like that, and I can't imagine why she'd choose Karashi, but even still, may I help you? No, I'm fine. You're talking awful familiar to me for someone who only shared my stage. You don't think we're friends or something, do you? Ooh, not to worry. Here we're opponents. Ooh, I'd rather have her as my opponent. The same goes to you, voice actor. Ha! Ooh, freaky. Too? What the hell? It's just the two of them getting testy, but it's like the entire room is holding its collective breath. These two are sucking up all the oxygen in the room. I can't help but pay attention to them. It's that presence unique to people on the rise. Damn, not again. Sorry, damn it, not again. Once again, this major contest is going to come down to those two. Ooh, that's what you think. Oh, made it just in time. Oh, Hikaru, Kurashi, it's good to finally see you again. Oh my gosh, your hair, it's grown. That's it? That's your first comment? What's this about? Who is that? You know her? Oh, she's the one from Isakate recently, and she's close to those two. Who is she? Well, the three of us in competition takes you back, huh? To the Karaku Cup. Back then, it seemed like we were each in it for our own reasons, but now it's a different story. Hikaru, Kurashi, I've come to beat you. It won't be easy, but I'm going to win again, and whoever loses, no hard feelings. That's fine, because I'll win for the second time. Ha! You're all talk. I'm going to destroy you both. I love this. We'll see about that for sure. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the preliminary round of the ZUIUN prize. Here we go. The competition begins. All right, let's get to 160 here. And this chapter's titled, She's Here Today. At last, the award qualifiers are starting. What will Akane's performance be like facing the popular Hikaru and Kurashi? The ZUIUN prize preliminary round. The head judge is Shome Subikia, and the 22 people who pass the selection process will compete for a chance to appear in the final. So you got 63 people registered. The prelims is 22 contestants, and the finalists, there's only 6 finalists. It's quite an intense schedule. Don't complain about it. Since it's a brand new event, even the organizers weren't expecting it to turn into a production this size. But it's a happy miscalculation. Exactly. It's helped them draw quite a lineup. There's the former newscaster who got popular with descriptive rakugo, Uchiwa Hakurade, the champion of negative rakugo, Ryoji Hakute, a member of the popular line 4x4 performing unit, Saryu Kempute, the fantastical rakugoka making waves on social media, Uguisu Samate. But the one who stands out above the rest are, yeah, it's these two. Yep. Pretty obvious it's these two. They're absolutely rippling with energy right now. Their first confrontation since joining these schools, and not only that, she's here today. Yep. You sure you didn't want to watch them perform? You know those two, right? Yes, that's why. It's going to make me competitive and try to get laughs from the audience. So even in the prelims, you're not gonna... Of course, if I can't win here, I'll never win tomorrow. All right, Group B, get ready. You're going on next. Okay. Let's go. Here we go. Don't make them laugh, he says. I know she took it really seriously, but this is a high-profile competition against 2 formidable rivals. Here we go. Here's Akane. Does she even stand a chance? Well, my name is Akane Arakawa. This story is about a word called shiwai. It carries the same meaning as skinflint, miser, tightwad, cheapskate, or curmudgeon. Yes! Learn something every day. There's another word in this vein called Muika Shirazu, or doesn't know 6 days. What does this mean, you might ask? When counting days on your fingers, you curl them inside. Suitachi 1 day, Futsuka 2 days, Mika 3 days, Yoka 4 days, Itsuka 5 days. Now you have a closed fist. But with Moika 6 days, you must release your fingers in order to continue counting. However, the cheapskate, once he has something within his grasp, will never let go. And that's why he doesn't know 6 days. There are no wrinkles. But when you get the feeling that she's talking to you, it heightens your concentration. I love seeing this in the art. Grabbing her audience with looks is a piece of cake for her, even in a venue this large. The real challenge comes next. Your rakugo is the epitome of selfishness. Pay attention to your audience. That's what my Ani-san said to me when I was a Zenza in training. So now we're at the flashback. Dude, I love this shirt. Turn the table. Love it. But now I'm a Fuditsume. It's a given that I'm aware of my audience. What I should focus on now is myself. It's the Okaban of, the Okaban at the very top of their craft who are truly the epitome of selfishness. What Mika-chan said opened my eyes. Both a precision performance that makes people laugh at the right time and a satisfying performance that causes no laughter requires the same thing. The power to assert your will. Ooh, you're not molding yourself to the audience's need. You're overpowering them with such a show of force that they have to appreciate it. But how do you do that? I have to be true to my roots. My goal is a performance like an amusement park. Woo, okay. see where she goes with this. The challenge ahead of her is tremendous. From this point on, Akane will have to make up for lost ground. Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked this up. This is their answer. What will be the result? I read the fucking bottom one for 161 by accident. I'm sorry. 161 is titled She Really Could Win. Let's see. ZUIUN and War qualifiers have started. How will Akane's performance go? Who will have to overcome the challenge of opening the play and not making the audience laugh? Gotta win without making people laugh. My goal is a performance like an amusement park. There was a cheapskate of a man who hired 10 employees to help run his business, but due to the high cost of goods, he felt he needed to let go of 5 of them. Even with just 5 employees, however, the business got by. So then, I don't need all 5. He cut his staff down to 2, and the business still ran. So he said he didn't need employees at all and ran it with just himself and his wife. Well, at this point, he didn't need his wife and divorced her too. What an ass! Now it was just the owner still scraping out living on his own. Well, so he thought, do I really need myself either? And in the end, he hung himself too! What the hell? The way she's performing, is she turning Shibuya? A father and son are walking along the river. Suddenly the father trips on a rock and falls right into the water. Into a ghost story? Daddy, what should I do? I can't swim. The Doraemon realness of it all. Oh my god. Anyone. Oh, we need help! What? I'll save it for 5 Rio, no less. Now, it turned extremely silly, but no sooner do I say that than one man, rather than buying himself food, would simply use the scent of the eel grilling restaurant across the street to flavor his bowl of rice. That's good stuff. Pop and sizzle. Just listen to the sound of the charcoal and the fat dripping off that fresh, juicy eel. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Dunk it in the tartar sauce and cook it over the fire, and you get a noseful of the savory scent of rich shio flavor. Then take a bite. Woo-hoo. And the scent alone will make the rice taste better. Now it's a food report. She's changing it up at a feverish pace. And crossing over genres. Damn, this will require the power to assert your own will. So what do I have? What will I assert? I should be examining myself, my roots. The power of art where the presence of nothing means the presence of everything. I'm sorry, folks, I can't make you laugh, but I'll make sure you can enjoy every other emotion. Shibuya is basically a collection of funny little vignettes about people who are cheap. But even for an anthology, the breadth on display is wild. So you got ghost story, comedy, gourmet, and drama. But this is more than just getting your money's worth from the material. It's like you can't even laugh at it. It's just crazy. Performance like an amusement park? Yep, something overflowing with all kinds of fun. I want it to be like Rakugo Hanyashiki. Ooh, okay. Let's see. That was like a distillation of the kaleidoscope approach. Not a single laugh. She overwhelmed them instead. I feel like she really could them without making anyone laugh. So you actually went to watch from the wings. Once again, your enthusiasm is admirable. Now we're back with Koreshi and Hikaru. What do you think, huh? You were listening to her. What did you think? To be honest. Woo! So we got Koreshi in first. This is the first ZUIUN Prize finalist. Hikaru is second. Saryu is third. Fourth is Uchiwa. Fifth is Akane. And sixth is Zenmai. Order is based on scoring results. All right, so finalists should report to lobby by 10 a.m. tomorrow, July 9th. I was disappointed. She wasn't even worth my while. Ooh. The challenge ahead of her is tremendous. From this point on, Akane will have to make up for lost ground. Yeah. It's not looking good for her. Okay, so we're at 162, which is titled Better Than That, and we have the character popularity results, poll results from Japan. Akane is number 1 with 8,055 votes. Yeah, I am not mad at this. Mikiru at number 2 with 3,464 votes, and Kokuma at number 3 with 2,843 votes. Okay, I'm not mad at this top 2. I like Kokuma, but there are better characters in my opinion. Even the prelims were worth watching. The ZUIUN Prize is great. I thought that Akane Arakawa was the most impressive, though. I know, but even competitions are an entertainment product. They want fun, not impressive. And the top 2 folks really worked the crowd and put on a satisfying show. She's really skilled at what she does, but I don't think she can win the ZUIUN Prize with this. I was going for the win. I pulled out every last stop, but even then, turned the page. I know how high the hurdles were, and I still came intending to win. Since that didn't work, I'll have to try something else. So, what do I change? What more can I even do? Uh-oh. Karashi, Hikaru, what were you thinking earlier today? Well, what was I thinking? The results weren't great, but tomorrow that ain't what I mean. Hikaru, it all felt wrong, trying to blow away the audience with crazy technique. Let me guess. They told you to go out and win this thing without making the audience laugh, right? Another one of your famous training periods, then. So what's that about? You said you'd come beat me. Was that just a lie? I'm serious. Then put all you got to it already. Not making people laugh? What is that? I ain't gonna be happy beating someone who ain't even trying. Do you have any idea how much I've been looking forward to? This ain't the showdown I wanted to have. So you bowing out? Does it really matter? Even if she tried her best, the outcome's gonna be the same. I'm still gonna win tomorrow. Ooh, what? Wait, what? You wanted us to be opponents, didn't you? Well, that was the first time I got to hear you in a while, and I'm gonna be honest. It didn't surpass my expectations. You've gotten better, to be sure, but you aren't standing head and shoulders above us like at the Karaku Cup. I ain't interested in the slightest of whatever's going on in your life, but all the same, are you sure this is what you want? I hardly consider you an opponent at this point. Ooh. I'm here to win this event just like you. I'm not changing my strategy. Instead, I'm going to show you both, Karashi, Hikaru. I'll beat you both and demonstrate my true growth. Woo! The ZUIUN Prize preliminary round featured a slate of ambitious young artists jostling for a spot in the final. Among them, Karashi Semide and Hikaru Arakawa excelled in particular. All eyes will be on them in tomorrow's final round. Well, that covers the basics, I guess. These results, though. Looking at the rankings, you wouldn't expect her to be a contender, but knowing her the way I do, I can't help but get my hopes up. I know she's better than that. I know that Akane Arakawa can do it. Ooh, at the beach. Hey, Aniki. Listen, I know how you feel, but we gotta get back to... Ooh, what is she doing? Aniki? Things can't end like this. She has to take a gamble to cross the new frontier. Ooh, okay. Alright, so now we're at 163, titled the final. The turbulent qualifying rounds are over. The ZUIUN Award finals are finally about to begin. Each participant is taking it in a different way. I'm a pro tag. Oh my god. The fucking headband. What? It's finally time. The ZUIUN Prize final! Whoa, so many people. Such excitement. You rarely see televised Rakugo contests. Everyone's in a festive mood. Yeah, a little too festive in some cases. Don't change that channel to it. Semi is fucking hilarious. Well, in that sense, the stars look at home. Let's ask a bold question. Who is the rival you're most wary of at this event? Honestly, I don't buy it, but there's no way that's going to be it for Akane Arakawa. Plus, well, I did fall to second place in the preliminary round, so I must avenge my honor. Ooh, she's declaring war on you. Smaller the dog, the louder the bark. Oh, what an ass! I got another beatdown in store for her. Well, I'm glad to hear that you haven't gotten bored of this. What? You used to always get bored of things after you won at them once. You don't get it. A boss battle isn't over after you win the first time. Woo, someone Karashi would admit is a boss to him. Based on how he's talking, I can guess he's referring to, what is with this man being surrounded by beautiful women? Speaking of which, I haven't seen her, and it's time to check in. Good morning. Oh, show me, Subukiya head judge. Good morning, sir. The festive air instantly chilled. Even among these young stars in the making, this Okaban stands supreme. 5, we're missing someone. It's time. Please remove our absent contestant from the schedule, huh? But Master, I don't think we should. Reward good and bad appropriately. This is my principle. Once again, I am here to be your judge today, huh? That's it? She's done? What? I look forward to seeing the fruits of your diligent labor. But we're just getting started. What a worthless ending. Well, it's her fault for not being here. Sadly, we'll just have to cross Akane Arakawa off the list. I'll send out word. Wait, you can't be serious. Hey, she's here. Akane Arakawa, she's been here for a while. The agency decided to put her in a different room, right? I'm so sorry we didn't make that clear ahead of time. We put her in another room to get some rest. Rest? It's been a little while, Master Shomei. Ooh, at last I've done it. I've become only Rakugo. Ooh, this page is great. Damn. Is she okay? She doesn't look like she's in any condition to do Rakugo. Within the utterly illogical and unfair world of the arts, slowly grinding away at the problem ain't necessarily going to get you ahead. That crazy punk, she's coming for the win. Well, that was hasty of me. I take back my scheduling demand. I do remember the promise I made with you. I will determine if you are worthy of receiving God of Death. Sounds good. Woo! Here we go. The wake-up call. Akane will prove to everyone that she has crossed a new frontier in the ZUIUN Award. All right, let's get to 164, which is titled It's Plain as Day. Let's see. The final of the ZUIUN Award has begun. The competition is televised as the 6 contestants mercilessly battle it out. Let's see. This is the inaugural ZUIUN Prize. Enough of this bish-bosh. I'm your host, Kimbishi Arakawa, and serving as co-host, TV SK announcer Chiaki Itori. We're bringing you today's event live from the Sangamara Hall in Odawa. Wait, I can't say Odawara. I'm sorry. Hall in Odawara. It really feels like a big TV event, huh? Senpai? That scene earlier. There was an alien feeling to it, like nothing I've ever felt before. Thanks to the lot drawing, she'll have some time to rest at least. And I'll admit that I'm very curious what kind of show she'll put on. But Senpai, they're starting. And with that, let's get this underway. Here's our lead-up performer. Let's see, Zenmai Arakawa. Well, it's the first ever ZUIUN Prize, and I'm the first ever performer. So I guess I'm number 1, and as the best, I might as well perform a story about man's best friend. All right, let's see. Former dog. A white dog wished to be a human being and prayed to the god Hachiman at his shrine in Asakusa. To his surprise, the dog's wish came true and he turned human. You need a job to feed yourself, huh? Perfect timing. I run an employment agency called Kazusaya just down the street. A story where a dog turned man gets into trouble. I can take care of you there. You can't walk down the street like that, can you? Oh, here, you can use this coat. Put it on, wear it. Hey, what are you? Oh my god, this is so fucking hilarious. Quit running around naked, put the damn clothes on. I figured I don't stand a chance, so I decided to liven things up and just enjoy myself. But I was blown away by how dedicated she was. I'm her senpai. I've got a sense of pride, too. It's time to quit being the underdog. I'm going to be top dog this time. The main character of the ZUIUN Prize. That was Zenmai Arakawa, our first performer. Quite a showcase. He really brought the passion, didn't he? Now, let's take it to the judges. Each of the judges will give a total score out of 100 for a maximum possible score of 300. The contestant with the highest total score will be our winner. And it looks like we have our results. Zenmai Arakawa's is, 90, 91. 75! 75! That's a grand total of 256 points. Now let's hear from our judges. And this is TV producer Hamai Kiria. I thought it was an energetic performance and a great way to kick off a big new event. The amount of heat you brought was quite enticing. Now let's get to the comedian / guide to the arts, Boogie Woogie Sonata. Dude, I love this fucking name, Boogie Woogie. I know. The very nightmare before Christmas, isn't it? Youth, passion, now this is competition. The tempo was a bit one note if I had to critique something, but overall I thought it was fantastic. Now, Master Shomei, what did you think? I saw only a performer on stage, and none of the story registered. In the scene where the man gives him a coat, you said, quit running around naked. That was not delivered in the style of the man running the employment office, but it had the intensity of a Tsukomi punchline. In other words, you chose your words to maximize the audience's reaction. There were 6 other points at which I got the same impression. Of course, I must acknowledge that you succeeded in getting a rise out of the crowd, but as a work of art, I felt your performance was incomplete. That is all. Ooh, that is brutal. In short, he has room for improvement, but received high marks for revving up the crowd. It's plain as day to everyone here. The key to the ZUIUN Prize is conquering the hurdle of Shomei Subukiya. It ain't gonna be easy. Of course not. Akane's trying to challenge him, so he must be tough. He showed skill. She showed determination. Next, it's my turn. Go put on a show. Give them a taste of Hikaru Arakawa's specialty. Here we go. Let's see. What will the new world Hikaru show us in respect to the unchangeable criteria of Master Shomei? All right, let's get into chapter 165. Here we go. before the competition, someone talks to Hikaru. And this chapter is titled I Didn't Realize. I've always had a skill for taking one look at a person and knowing what their nature is, but I think I was wrong about you. I failed to live up to your hopes? No. It's more like the color was what I expected, but the material was different. When it comes to you, I didn't realize how low the scores would be. Woo! That's 254 for Saryu Genpude, our second contestant. He's in second place. It wasn't a bad performance, but even in the midst of his turn, the whole audience couldn't help but wonder how Shomi Subukiya was receiving it. The presence of an Okamon is too distracting. People can't appreciate a good show as it happens. Why are you looking so gloomy? Well, it's going to be fine. Look who's coming up next. Here we go. Biggest cheer of the day. The popularity, the looks, the anticipation. She's on another level from the others. Well, I was talking to the old man, and have you ever heard of this? The manner of plates and bancho. Long ago, dude, this art's fucking epic. Long ago, there was a lord named Tetsuzan Ayama. He ordered a maid named Okiku to count a stack of plates. But these were no ordinary plates. It was a stack of 10, known as the hollyhock plates, a family heirloom. She counted them up, 1, 2, 3, but there were only 9 plates, one short. And of course, she came up short. Tetsuzan Ayama himself had hidden the last plate. Tetsuzan was in love with Okiku, you see. He attempted many times to woo her, but she would not be his. It twisted his love for her into rage 100-fold. You stole the plate, he shouted, and so she was hung above the well. Whoa, what? Then slashed open and dropped into the water. But no bad deed goes unpunished. From that night onward, Okiku's ghost climbed up out of the well to count at his bedside. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates. Yeah, I had to do that. I'm sorry. The count on count had to be said here. Eventually, Tetsuzan Ayama succumbed to her curse. And would you believe it? She still appears to this day. Yes, Okiku's ghost from the well. Come on, gang, let's go check it out. Hell no, why do you want to see a ghost so badly? Why, you ask? Because Okiku is a woman without equal. Woo! When it comes to you, I didn't realize what a competitor you are. You're less motivated by artistic expression than competition, comparing yourself to others. This industry is a game of musical chairs. We're all fighting for a spot. Why shouldn't I focus on that? Well, that's exactly what I mean. You live for the competition. That's a rare quality in the world of artists, which is what makes it such a waste. You ought to make more use of yourself as a weapon. 3 men hoping to catch a glimpse of Okiku's, now we're back to the story, obviously, of Okiku's ghost, made their way to the former manor of Tetsuzan Ayama. Let's see, as they pushed their, so this is a test of courage, okay. As they pushed their way through the overgrown grass, the well around the back of the manor came into view. They waited quiet and pensive to see if Okiku's ghost would appear. Then long past midnight at the witching hour, when even the house itself seemed to fall asleep, from deep in the well, arose a pale blue flame. It slowly and silently circled the well. There we go. And then, ooh, you're very lucky that you have an opponent worth risking everything to fight. Dive even deeper into this rivalry and bare, your soul. I curse you. That burning emotion will illuminate your essence. Let's see. Her passion is enhanced. All right, let's get to the final chapter of this live reaction, which is 166. And we're starting off with a beautiful color page with Hikaru on here. It's monthly Seiyu Grand Plus July issue. Shining talent, always evolving. And this chapter is titled Glow. And I love this. Eyes for Isekai, Yumi, Matsu, Yu, Hane, expanded summer special issue. Haru Ichino, Kiri, Sanada, Shizuka, Nakawai, Jun Ura, Kakeru Hayama, Shoyo Muramatsu, Atsuda, Leo Bradbury, Kazuya Ichinomiya, and Masashi Kiyosu. Close up front of issue special Hikaru Karagi, and all. Let's see, Hikaru Arakawa and all its special covering the Rakugoka / Seiyu of the moment. All right, that says here, exclusive interview, balancing careers with Rakugo and evolving. And there's a special fold-out for Hikaru Karagi as well. Let's see. It's the final of the ZUIUN Award. Hikaru is now narrating the Bancho Plate Mansion, and her intense passion permeates her performance. This is awesome. I curse you. Ghost! Ukiko's ghost! 1 plate. Look out, she started counting. So what? Why should I care? Dude, this art is fabulous. Like, I'm feeling the chills. It's great. She lost her life because she was a plate short. From what the old man said, there's a hateful curse in her voice when she counts plates. If she counts to 8, you'll have a high fever. If she counts to 9, then you perish. The whole room is engulfed in her intensity. She undeniably has the skill to paint the moment in her own colors, but how does it play on TV? Given that this is being broadcast as a variety show, what the audience wants are laughs and entertainment. It's clear that she's dedicating her all to this performance, but my parents both worked, so it was my big brother who looked after me. There was a time that he got really into anime. All he did was watch anime all day long. So I did too, since I had nothing better to do. And before long, I was the one who was hooked. Let's see. And that was why he became a voice actor. It certainly played a part, but what really lit a fire under me was my mother. What do you mean, voice actor? You just want to go live in Tokyo, don't you? Besides, that's what folks with real talent do, ain't it? I don't know much, but I know you could do it. Aww. If I think about it, the driving force that's always motivated me is anger. Diving into competition is a lot easier than hitting the brakes. 2 plates. Hey, you wanted to see Ukiku, didn't you? So take a peek. No way, I can't do it. I'm too terrified to look. Shut up, we're only here because of you. So open your eyes and look. No, stop. 3 plates. Yeah. 4 plates. Ooh, no way. She swooned. You can't be serious. She's unbelievably gorgeous. This is what they mean by a woman without equal. She's beautiful. How can I say it? She's just beautiful. What a fine, fine woman. Ooh, now they're laughing. The release from all that tension causes a burst of laughter. Tension and release. The 3 men fled for their lives. After this terrifying experience, ooh, that was scary. Let's go again tomorrow. They did not learn a lesson. The next day, the 3 men turned into 5. Hey, you finally showed up. Tales of the beautiful ghosts spread and spread. 10, 15, 30. Day by day, the number of men grew until it was an entire swarm. It seemed that every last man in the city wanted to catch a glimpse of Okiku. This story is about a ghost feared by all who suddenly gains tremendous popularity. Her best qualities are going to shine after this point. Anyone would kill for the kind of career you've built already. Her career is full steam ahead, but I know the truth behind her tireless efforts, and that anger has always been used to better herself. The fuel that she uses to blossom, the burning passion that drives you, is what makes you glow. Woo! Towards the limits of her passion. Like, dude, we are getting some good shit here. I really like the story that Hikaru told. That was good. It was good. But man, I'm going to say this because I'm nitpicky. I'm very picky about what I want for my art. I know what I want for my art. For manga art, or just art in general. I have an eye for this. Is that I feel like the art could have been pushed more, a little bit more. Like, I kind of wish Hikaru had, like, a little bit more aura as she was going, because this is supposed to be anger, passion. Like, give me the passion in the art. Again, I'm not saying it's like 75% of what I want. I love, as always, I love the different art styles we get for the Rakugo. I do. I love it. But man, there's just something missing here. And I feel like it's just like that aura to get really give us that passion. And the contrast we're getting is great between Hikaru. I really love her contrast. In terms of like scary and when she goes into the comedic stuff. I do like that. That was good. But as I said, I feel like there's just something missing. And I wonder if this something missing, that je ne sais quoi, has to do with the narrative. Because that's why, because usually we get like fantastic art. We get metaphorical art up the wazoo. But I gotta wonder if the reason why we're not getting like the art that I was thinking we were going to get here is because there is something missing from Hikaru's performance. And if that's the case, we'll find out with the judging for sure. Then I could be like, okay, I can understand this art. I do. It makes sense. She's not she's giving passion, but it's not like It's not like uber passionate, if that makes sense. It's like, it's passion, but it's empty passion. Yeah, it says she's angry. Yeah, that's true. But there's got to be something else going on here. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Akane-banashi content. If you wish you could do that, donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!